Hello and welcome to TNA Top 10, episode 134, January 25th, 2026. I'm T Weave. With me, as always, are Andrew and Allison Faye. How's it going, fellas?
Woohoo!
Fellas.
Snowing. Guess what? It's
So,
snowing.
so
Guess
we
what?
publicized somebody else being here, but
Oh yeah,
apparently the
sorry.
power is out in Mississippi, so he couldn't quite make it tonight.
And I have over a foot of snow already and probably close to another foot coming. And so I did not go on my little birthday trip for Lex this weekend. So I am here.
We got a little bit of ice in Huntsville, so
Okay.
wrecks all over the place. I have not busted my ass on the driveway.
Good for you.
So we've got a positive so far.
We hate snow in the South. We hate ice in the South. This is the thing. Lived in North Carolina now 15 years. I spent 25 in the Midwest, as most people know. If you like snow, don't live here because you're not going to get snow in Goldsboro. You're going to get ice. And so tomorrow we have a late in at work. We'll be there at 10 because despite the fact it's Ice Armageddon 2026, we have cars to sell and cannot be bothered with weather, natural disaster. 10 inches here in the Berg. I've heard that rumor before.
You wish, Bober. You wish you had 10 inches.
That's
Let
what
me
he
increase the rating tonight.
All right. Sorry.
Starting early. This is what happens when you get trapped in the house all day long, thanks to the weather.
There you go. That is exactly it.
But yeah, Allison has sent several pictures to the group.
Yes.
And they're disgusting. That is the only way to describe that amount of snow.
Yeah.
They're disgusting. She sent a weather report. She sent a weather report that said they were going to have 20 total inches of snow or whatever by tomorrow afternoon. I had one word answer for her: move, in capital letters. Just move. That's it. There's a simple solution to this problem.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of Connecticut. That's all. That's all.
It's part of the plan, all right? It's part of the plan.
If you want winter, you'll get it here for a week. People
And
freak
that's
out.
fine.
The entire grocery store is empty. Terry can attest to this. When we here in the South hear about weather disasters, no milk, no bread. The liquor store stays open as long as possible.
I made that trip today too. Yeah.
There you
The
go.
cigarettes are out. And see, Terry lives in a state, unlike North Carolina, they sell liquor on Sundays in Alabama. Yeah. In North Carolina, they do not.
Connecticut, they do.
Is closed on
For
Sunday.
a long time they didn't, but
Same.
all the towns and counties and stuff voted it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bober, all you have to say to Allison are the magic words, "I'm coming to the cottage." But that would require you to watch a 6-episode series called Heated Rivalry. And we have established already in our own group chat that that's not something you're willing to do. But if you say the magic words, "I'm coming to the cottage," then maybe.
I mean, I'm wearing a hockey sweater, for God's sake, all right? If that doesn't tell you.
Re-rack your damn weights. Goodness. It's got nothing to do with hockey.
And Macho Man for Terry.
Always Macho Man for Terry.
Always Macho Man for Terry.
Some kind of Macho Man for me.
That's right.
Unless he's cold, and then he'll wear his sweater.
He's got nice sweaters, though.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
We helped you pick some of them out.
It's way too hot in this office right now to be wearing a sweater, I'll tell you that much.
My house is 64 degrees because it's so cold outside. I am like Kurt Signetti looking at where the ball was spotted right now with the thermostat, making sure the auxiliary heat doesn't go into overdrive. So,
no, I got every light on my thermostat shining really red right now. So
yeah.
Let's let it cook.
Yeah. I got it cool in my house, but my furnace definitely does not like how cold it is outside. And it's going to stay this cold for a week. It's not going to be good stuff here.
So there have been 3 lead changes in the last 5 minutes. Seattle just went up 16-13.
Yeah, I'm watching this. This is crazy, this game.
This is going to be a good game. But I think Seattle wins. We don't usually talk pro football, Terry. But Bo Nix being out hurt the Broncos today. They lose to the Patriots.
Yeah, and, you know.
Auburn legend, Bo Nix. NFL by way of the Oregon Ducks.
Isn't that your team?
Well, former Auburn quarterback and Oregon legend was replaced by Auburn legend
Uh,
um, Jared Stidham, and Auburn legend Cam Newton wouldn't shut up about it because he still thinks that he should be hired every time there's a quarterback hurt. But that's how that goes. I'm kind of a Broncos fan, a little bit. For years, I'm not a big NFL guy, but I had a neighbor that played for the Buccaneers and then went to
ooh.
the Broncos. This guy timed it really bad. So he went to Alabama the year after they won the national championship in '93. So I mean, he went in '93. They had just won it in '92, and he had 4 years at Alabama. Got drafted by the Buccaneers. Played there a few years. He went to Denver, and then the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl. And then he retired, and then the Broncos won the Super Bowl. So he had no championships on his resume, but every team he played for had a national championship or Super Bowl championship right before or right after he played there.
That's rough.
Yeah. But anyway, I kind of became a little bit of a Broncos fan at that point. So, and I like John Elway too. So.
Yeah, Elway finally won the big one after losing so many times prior to. He'd get so
Right.
close, and then he'd lose, and he'd lose,
What, he
and
got
he'd
two?
lose. He got 97, 98. Yeah, he got two of
Okay.
them. Beat the Packers, and then they beat Brett Favre and the Packers, and then I forget who else he beat for the Super Bowl back in '98. But they went back to back, and it was number 30. Terrell Davis was the running back, and he just
Yeah.
handed the ball off to him. And
Oh yeah.
even though Elway was older, he's still one of the most accomplished quarterbacks the NFL's ever had. And
He's kind of
he
like
would-
a Nolan Ryan.
yeah, he'd get to the AFC
Mm.
Championship and they'd lose, or they'd get to the Super Bowl playing the Joe Montana team and they'd get blown out in the Super Bowl by the
Yeah.
Niners, or make some stupid mistake and throw an interception and all that sort of stuff. But growing up in Nebraska, you were either, because there's no pro football team, you're obviously
Right.
Nebraska Cornhusker fans back then,
Right.
Yeah.
but you were either a Bronco or
Okay.
a Chiefs fan, one or the other. And because we lived towards Colorado, most people that I knew were Broncos fans. So
Mark was a Bronco fan. I don't know why, but he was.
Maybe just the same kind of thing. When he was a certain age, they were
Yeah,
really good.
maybe.
yeah, and their color scheme's pretty cool too. The blue
He
and orange.
liked,
I mean,
yeah, he always liked teams with orange. He was also a Mets fan, so.
and
At one
gross.
point, I
Don't admit
planned
that. Gross.
I planned at one point to move to Colorado for graduate school. It
Oh,
took me 6.5 years to get my bachelor's. I said, screw that.
maybe not. It was a good
Gary was
idea,
on
but
the Van
no.
Wilder program. That's all. He was
Well,
on the Van
I don't
Wilder
advise
program.
He's on one of
anybody
those
to
red
get to the-
shirt.
I don't advise anybody to get to their junior year and change majors.
Yeah.
So don't do that if you want to get out anytime soon. But it's
Okay.
worked
Yeah,
out pretty
it's-
well. I'm doing okay.
Insanity. No, you're doing fine. But like you said, don't. The thing is, this is what I would advise people, and I have 2 bachelor's degrees and a master's degree, and they serve no purpose in my job. If we're honest, other than I guess I had experience talking to people and writing things and blah blah blah, being analytical, and that works in my job. But if you're going to college, go to community college if you don't know what you're going to do, because they're going to require all the same stuff that your first and second years of college are going to require, and make sure that they are transferable credits, and then transfer in, figure out what you want to do. At 18 years old, you have no obligation or responsibility to plan the rest of your life. And I think, unfortunately, people our age, because
Yeah.
I do fit into the age category, that was always you graduate from high school,
Yep.
you go to college, you get a job, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Life doesn't work that way anymore. That's not
No.
the way
Throw
people
get married in there. You're
Yeah.
thinking the timeline is me getting married at a certain age, and then you're in your 40s and you're not married anymore.
There you
No,
go.
I am definitely not married, and I am
I
happy to be
was,
not married.
but yeah. But I mean, even to your point about the schooling, like I went to a very specialized school, and my parents paid a lot of money, and I paid money, and whatever. And then I wasn't even planning on getting a master's degree, but then I got a job where they paid for me to go to school.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why I have 3 master's degrees, because they kept paying. I mean, like, one's path isn't always laid out the way you might think it's going to be. Like, we always thought Lex would want to go to college. He now has 0 desire.
Mm.
So
And it may be better off that way because you know that
Absolutely.
because there's no reason for him to be set up for failure.
no, of
If
course
he, do-
not.
if he doesn't want to be there, no reason to go.
You got it. Oh, look at this. We've got lots to talk about tonight.
We do have a lot to talk about.
The
And
baseball is on the
so,
list.
and then we're going to have Olympics starting soon. This is
Yeah.
going to be a crowded thing. So this week we have the baseball. We have
the
Saturday night's main
baseball. Terry's
event.
getting better, Alice.
We've got a
He is.
preview. We've got a preview to the Royal Rumble. We've got the last week of football talk. I guess we'll kind of hit some high points in the off season, but we're going to review the national championship game, and then our main event today is movie soundtracks from the 2000s.
Yeah. And we gave you all 25 years, and there's only one movie that matters, and we'll get there. We'll be holding court. I've already promised it on social media as to why Freddie Mercury is number 1. But let's talk the baseball, Terry.
Woohoo.
Recent hot stove news: the Mets signed Craig Kimbrell.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. I'm not. I swear.
The Mets have signed everybody, and they're still going to lose. Because here's the thing. They want to be like the Dodgers and spend all the money, but they don't want to win any championships. That's what makes them the Mets. They're terrible.
I'm very glad
Oh.
about that, and I'm very glad that that Texas A&M continues to be the Mets of the SEC. I would have hated it if they had actually won something this year. I don't know why I got afraid of that, because it's not going to happen.
All right.
But yeah, the Mets ended up with Weaver and Williams from the Yankees. They overpaid. They beat Philly out for Bo Bichette from Toronto, $126 million for 3 years. 3 years,
Crazy.
$42 million a year, putting him above the Aaron Judge. Speaking of which, Aaron Judge did collect his MVP yesterday. Anthony Rizzo gave the speech. The former first baseman of both the Cubs and the Yankees gave the speech. Longtime friend of Aaron Judge. Great speech. And apparently, Judge is the number 2 baseball player in the world behind Shohei Ohtani, according to some nonsense. Well, it's not really nonsense because Shohei is the man. And the biggest point of separation is 2 world championships to 0.
Sure,
So-
absolutely, which is valid.
Yeah. I mean, I
Well-
get that the Dodgers bought them. The
Right.
Yankees have done that in the past too. But do you know, Allison? let me get on my Yankees historian.
Okay,
Thanks to
let's
Terry.
go.
He gave me the book. Do you know that they bought the great Bambino? Yes, from Boston. But then they got this guy named Lou Gehrig that played with him, and the rest of the 1927 Yankees. They were not all bought and paid for. Homegrown talent. The core 4, talking about Mariano and Jeter, Pettit, and Posada. Do you know
Yeah.
that they weren't bought and paid for either?
Nope.
So when I see people on Yankees social media talking about, well, they should just pay so-and-so all this money. Why? We should just trade everybody away for Skubal from Detroit. Why? What's that going to do? Maybe in the immediate give you a World Series opportunity? Why don't you do this? Take that guy that you've developed for 3 or 4 years in the minor leagues and put him in the way you did Derek Jeter, who, by the way, carried 5 world championships for the New York Yankees. 5 of them, even losing a couple along the way, but or at least 1 to Arizona. But anyway, my point is that you have the opportunity to buy a team or build a team. The Mets have proven that you can't buy a team because they got more talent than they won't know what to do with. That doesn't mean those talent plays as a team. Same thing Nick
True.
Saban said about college football. You can pay all the college players in the world you want. If you're not paying the right ones, it doesn't matter.
Well, no,
And then
Dodgers
you
are doing a pretty good job.
The Dodgers are doing a fantastic job paying.
Well,
for
they're
the
paying the
team.
right players.
But when
That's-
you're
that's what's
anchored,
happening.
when you're anchored on the bat by Shohei Ohtani and on the
Yeah.
mound by
That's a good start. Yeah.
Yoshi Yamamoto, you are in good shape.
And you still Freddie Freeman and
Yeah.
Ah,
No,
oh,
and a lot of
Freddie.
baseball teams either have hitting or pitching. The Dodgers have both,
Right.
and
exactly.
and that's what makes them so
in one
dangerous.
guy.
And yeah,
Well,
yeah,
one
it helps
guy
that
too, yeah.
one guy, yeah.
Yeah, but I was watching all this. We are what 20? Today's what, the 25th, which means we got 6 plus 20. We are 26 days away from opening day, spring training, Yankees, Orioles. I don't know who Atlanta's playing. Sorry, Terry, I didn't look it up.
Me neither,
But-
actually. But pitchers and catchers report in like 16 days.
February 11th for the Yankees.
Yeah.
I think it's the 10th for the Braves. I think that might be the earliest.
Yeah. So it's February 11th for the Yankees. But I am not impressed with the $132 million contract going to Cody Bellinger.
Mm-mm.
Or 150,
160
60 million, 60 million,
Well,
yeah,
because
32
we
and a half a year.
overpaid Grisham.
Yep.
You knew once we did that, we were screwed.
Yeah, they set themselves up for failure because
You
if you're
got
going to give Grisham 23 and a half for one season,
Mhm.
then you got to pay Bellinger something. Now,
Yep.
if Bellinger plays well in the 3 spot behind Judge, or if, I don't know that I'd put, there's a lot of potential that they've got with the bat, but they want to put Grisham in the leadoff position because he's dangerous. Okay. But, I don't know. There's a lot of things they can do, but the Yankees offense, this is what I do know about the Yankees, Terry. The Yankees are going to have to depend on their offense to win baseball games to start with, because Garrett Cole is not expected until midsummer. Carlos Rodon gave an update yesterday to the Yankees Yes Network about his health, and it looks like May, maybe. Clark Schmidt out for the season, Tommy John surgery.
Killing me.
The guy we picked up from the Marlins, who I can't remember, but Devin Wood, he's not here. It doesn't look like. Maybe he snowed in because obviously he lives in upstate New York or whatever. Southern Canada. That guy from the Marlins has a bad lat and had a flexor. So how good is he going to be to start the season? And then we've got Max Fried, if he could stay healthy and not develop blisters by the way he throws the baseball. And you've got Cam Schlittler, and hopefully he's developed some off speed at the season. I mean, the Yankees will be fine, but they're going to have those bats come alive early. And then the pitching's going to have to help them maintain and keep it, because right now they're the number 3 team in the AL East, as far as I'm concerned. When you look at the 5 teams in the AL East, it's going to be Toronto, Boston, New York, and then Tampa Bay and Baltimore are going to fight it out for the bottom. But I think Baltimore's probably got the advantage. So that's where they're at right now. That doesn't mean in a month from now. I mean, the Yankees started off hot last year, number 1 team in baseball for what? The first 2 months of the season? And then everything changed.
It is a long season. You can start out
But-
really hot, and then you're selling off your players at the end of July.
Yeah. And the Braves hit Control-Alt-Delete as an organization. So
Sometimes. Hey, Auburn and Atlanta at the same time. All my teams. are
There you
doing
go.
that.
All
I'm
your
just saying between the manager, though, going into the corporate, between the manager going corporate, yeah, George, we know we need more pitching.
Especially in 2026, you need all the pitching you can get, because half of them's going to have Tommy John surgery. by the
Jarrett
time
Cole
you
is showing up this year. It's my prediction.
You just shut up. I don't want to hear
Jarrett-
about Jarrett Cole
Jarrett
showing up.
Cole will be alive and well in New York.
Damn it.
Let's run down some stats a little bit
Yes.
on the Hall of Fame ballot.
Okay.
So, Carlos Beltran, Andrew Jones, Jeff Kent, they're all in this year. Some that just missed: Chase Utley, Andy Pettit, Felix Hernandez, A-Rod, Manny Ramirez. Oh,
Andy
well,
Pettit,
the last
Andy
2 didn't
Pettit-
just miss, but they're.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
Andy Pettit has five world championships. Andy Pettit's last game was a complete game, and I believe it was a one-hitter. That is embarrassing for the voters on baseball. Now, you want to talk about Pedro, and you want to talk about the other guy, I just lost his name, you mentioned, Terry. That's
Manny?
a no, Alex, A-Rod.
A-Rod.
That's a steroid thing, and we all
Right.
know it. It doesn't.
Yeah, and I should not have mentioned them because the other three that I mentioned had 40% or
Okay.
46% or more.
Well,
Those two dropped down.
to me, Andy Pettit not being in the Hall of Fame, and Bober can call me a New York homer, and that's fine. It's about like the one guy voting against Jeter. Are you kidding? Get away from me. You know?
Greg Maddux wasn't unanimous either in his.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah,
I mean, and the
but
thing
Rivera
is,
was. I believe.
we're all baseball
Yes.
fans. Maddox is automatically in.
Yeah.
There is no argument. And he doesn't play for New York. There's no doubt that Maddox was a Hall of Famer. And I don't know why you would even think it's okay to vote against him. Like, I'm not expecting every player to be unanimous. There are those with controversy. Did they contribute? Did they not? You know, Don Mattingly. How's he not in the Hall of Fame? You know, but he's not.
Well, I
So-
had his rookie card, and it was worth a lot of money at one point, and then it
Yeah,
wasn't
Donnie
worth much
Baseball
money
is
at
not in the Hall of Fame, at least the last time I checked. I'm pretty sure that's correct. George will correct me if I'm wrong.
all. Right.
But you've got all these guys, like an Andy Pettit, 5 world championships. He's not in the Hall of Fame. I think he had a 3.39 ERA or something like that. And that was in the days of when Boston and New York went at it.
3.85.
3.85. Okay. And it was really good baseball back then.
Yeah,
So-
256 wins, 3.85 ERA, 2,448 strikeouts.
Leading pitcher, if I'm not mistaken, leading wins in playoff appearances. Isn't that correct, Terry?
I don't know that part. He's got 3 All-Star teams, 5 World Series championships, ALCS MVP in 01, the wins leader in 96.
I'm almost certain he's the wins leader in the playoffs.
Maybe. I know Smoltz had it for a while, but then Pettit took over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Andy Pettit was phenomenal. And it's embarrassing that he's not in the Hall of Fame.
People get real picky. about
They
the
sure
baseball.
do.
People are real mad about Andrew Jones making it. It's one
Why?
of those.
He's also
Why?
one that deserves it.
Well, it's just one of those things. People. It's one of
Are
those.
cranky?
They say it's not the Hall of Very Good. It's the Hall of
Oh,
Fame. You know,
God.
but it's the fact that he hit 2 home runs in the World Series at age 18 or something like that.
Yeah.
Andy Pettit holds the MLB record for all-time postseason wins with 19, achieved over his 18-year career with the Yankees and the Astros. 5 World Series championships, 44 starts, 276 innings pitched in championship baseball. And he was 19-11 in the postseason.
That's
44 starts, again, 276 pitch, quality starts 28, World Series titles, of course, 96, 8, 9, 2000, and 2009. Pretty good. And yet y'all want to be a bunch of fuckers and not put him in the Hall of Fame. Get away from me.
All right.
You
So
know?
pitchers and catchers, as we said, report 16,
Yes.
17 days from now.
Pitchers and Allison's stupid catcher, Austin Volpe, report. on the
Austin
11th.
Wells.
Or Austin Wells. He might as well be Austin Volpe.
He's got a nice
Well, we got a
mustache.
lot of wrestling to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
So let's shift it over. We got Saturday night's main event just happened, and we got Royal Rumble coming up.
Mhm.
So let's talk about it. I watched the
Okay.
first, if you want to call it a match,
Bullshit.
and then it kept going and going and going. It's like they've already thrown this
Yep.
out, and then we had like 20 minutes after that. It felt like.
So I had 2 thoughts on this. Number 1, terrible way to start the show because
Correct.
what you promised you didn't deliver on. Number 2, it very quickly became Peter Griffin fighting the chicken out of Family Guy. Like, because if you remember those episodes, it went on and on and on.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Very
what
good
are
point.
you doing? 20 minutes. And then
Yeah.
finally Drew McIntyre shows up and Jack Kevorkian's the angle. Thank God. Put it to sleep. With the power bomb on the Chodester. But I was really disappointed. Jacob Fatu looks fantastic. We saw him in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah.
He was easily 50 pounds bigger than he is now. And I mean, he is lean and he is quick. Everything
Yeah.
he does looks good. And we get some bullshit brawl instead of an actual wrestling match because
Yeah.
politics. Because as long as your last name is Rhodes, politics is the first thing you do in wrestling, be that Dusty or Cody. And Dusty was as political as anybody. And that's why Tully Blanchard said one time, if Dusty likes winning so much, why doesn't Dusty book Dusty to beat fucking Dusty? So, that's where that is a direct quote from Pastor Tully Blanchard. But that's it. I like, why do you do that? And Dave's not here.
But
'cause I
it would
thought
be a
this would
Dusty finish, and then we would find out that Dusty actually beat Dusty instead.
Exactly. But that's why Dave's not here, and I was hoping he would be, because to me, I thought this was an absolute garbage way to start the show. I mean, just not good. Allison, you're the
Agree.
wrestling fan on the show. What did you see that we didn't see?
Nothing. It was crap. I was so upset. I was like, why is this happening? I hate when I'm watching a night of wrestling and there's 30 minutes before I see any actual wrestling.
No.
Saturday night main event to me means it's going to be, you're going to see the best wrestling all week.
And respectfully, they started like you did in the 80s with the fucking main event. It's Cody Rhodes, it's Jacob Fatu.
Yep.
And that's what we got.
They're going to have
Right,
to put him in the blue cage next time.
There you go. Don't let him
Terry
out.
is still lobbying for the big blue.
I know he still wants the blue cage. I love it. No,
Well,
I
see,
agree.
I was cooking dinner after that, but Ripley and Sky beat
Mhm.
Morgan and Perez. How good-
Loved the finish. Allison, lead it off. Talk about
Everything. You know how I feel about Rhea Ripley, but something about her and Io Sky are just perfect. And I
Well,
also feel. Go ahead.
I was going to say I was going to counter that with Roxanne and
Liv.
Liv are incredibly talented
So-
together.
Right, and that's what I was going to say. So I loved everything about this match. They're two great tag teams who work really well together, worked really well against each other, I thought.
And the size of Rhea really did not hurt the match.
No,
And
not
then,
at all.
Then when Raquel came out and it looked like the Judgment Day was going to steal it, that's what I said. I really like the finish because Io hits the over the moon. You think the game is over, and all of a sudden, here comes Raquel, pulls Rhea out of the ring. Or was it she pulled Rhea out of the ring? Is that wrong? Or did she
No,
pull,
I think you've got that right.
Okay. But anyway, she interferes. They finally dispose of her with the help of Stephanie Valkyrie. Here
Right.
she comes. And
With no boot.
With no boobs. And we
Boot.
get
Boot.
no boobs. And we get she flat chested too. I heard boobs. Anyway, not that they interest me. But then we get the finish with the power bomb, or the riptide rather, from Rhea, and it's ball game. It's over.
Mhm.
Really good match going into the Royal Rumble. Obviously, they're going to be fully clothed next week. And that's going to be that. Bober disagrees with me, which is what we like to call Sunday here at TNA Top 10.
I thought you were going to say, which we call wrong.
Yeah, Sunday here at TNA Top 10. Bober is the worst,
Yes.
but that's well established. I mean, he roots for Pittsburgh, and he's a hockey fan. So
he said he might not soon, though.
Oh yeah, he
this-
threatened because Mike McCarthy is coming to the Steelers.
Yeah.
He threatened to quit on the Steelers.
Oh,
Oh,
look
look,
who's
Amy's
made
here.
it.
Our time
Hooray.
put up fashionably late as her normal. If
I'm
you
not
know
going to say
Amy,
if anybody texted her to remind her.
I mean,
Y'all
if you
don't do
know-
that enough to me when it's her show time.
Yeah, if you know Amy, you know that we always budget 30 minutes to an hour for her tardiness because she will never be on time. It's just something she does. Anyway, so the women's match I thought was really, really good and kind of made up for the bullshit we saw in the first segment, which did, of course, lead to, it's set up with Drew. It's set up to the main event. AJ Styles, Shinsuke, great match.
Excellent
Great.
match.
You knew it would be. It would be a great match. interesting placing this on Saturday night's main event right before the Royal Rumble, where AJ's putting his career on the line against.
That's what I
Gunther.
wanted to talk to you guys about. How do we see that going?
I don't think they end it this early.
Right?
Like, genuinely, I don't think they kill the career this fast.
But I don't see them giving him the belt. So I see like a disqualification or something else happening. I don't see AJ winning. I don't know, but I agree with you. I can't imagine his career being over in January.
It
No,
can.
even against Gunther. Amy
Mm.
says Gunther beats him.
Yep.
I mean, well, here's the deal. Is there something going on that maybe we don't know about?
Oh,
That
maybe.
he needs to be out quick.
Amy seems very, very
Yeah.
convinced that AJ is done.
I hate
But he's
that
got-
'cause
I mean, he had a really great match with Cena. He had a great match with Shinsuke last night. He'll have an excellent
Yeah.
match with Gunther. There's probably some other guys he could have some really good matches with. Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Trick Williams, Randy Orton, any of those guys that were in the main event of the match. TNA, well, the partnership with TNA and WWE is very clear.
But
it's
that could
possible.
make a little bit of sense.
Yeah. No, Amy's convinced AJ's done. I mean, that's a bold prediction, Cotton, but I mean, he's what, 46, 47? Been wrestling.
He's younger
like
than
that.
me. That's all that matters.
He was the face of TNA. You talk about homegrown talent. AJ Styles grew up on television that nobody watched in Nashville, at TNA. Became a champion in 14 when Dixie Carter said, "We're not going to re-sign you." He went to Japan, become the leader of the Bullet Club. Had epic matches with Shinsuke Nakamura and Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi. And the Rainmaker, for that matter. So
best match I've ever seen was against Kenny Omega in Japan.
Yeah. So AJ reinvents himself, as we like to say about Jericho, who will be at the Rumble in Saudi. My prediction, because Saudi bought and paid for it. But anyway,
Yeah.
I don't think AJ's done. I will disagree with Amy, but Amy watches far more wrestling than I do because, like my friend Medusa says, I hate wrestling. So anyway.
Well, my deal is if he's done right now, then there's probably something that we don't know about and a reason he needs to be done.
Well, they made such a big deal about this being his last year, kind of like they did Cena, which is why I would think it'd be premature to pull the plug.
And if anybody, and there would be a little bit of a difference. I love Cena. He's a big part of the reason I got back into it, but his matches ain't nothing compared to AJ Styles. We could have a year of great matches.
Yeah.
From AJ Styles with a bunch of different people.
We could. I mean, I told you guys his match against Cena was probably my favorite of Cena's last matches.
Yeah, Amy just sent a text about how.
Yeah.
No,
Yep, just let it go. Inside baseball.
Yeah. So I really do hope he's not quite done. And if he is, they need to send him out the right way because he is a fantastic professional wrestler, a good representative of the art.
On the other hand, though, having Gunther retire him, that does add to Gunther's repertoire, to his
well, they have to do something because Gunther in his current state sucks.
Right.
He was a lot better as Walter, but that's my opinion.
Well, you all know I liked him better as Walter, but
yeah, and I mean
that was 80 pounds ago.
Because here's the deal: it's like these guys.
Yeah.
You either have skills in the ring, and he don't have a big bunch of moves. I mean, let's be realistic. He's a big dude, and he just does the same stuff.
Right.
And he's not necessarily great with the emotions of the crowd, playing to the crowd. So they had to give him this. This is the only way to get him there, and they've done pretty well with that, though.
I agree.
Well, I think when he wrestled in the NXT UK, and it wasn't Dragunov, but he and Dragunov had a good match too. was it Tyler Bate? Tyler Bate finally beat him for the world title after 500
Ooh.
days or whatever as the NXT UK champion.
Oh.
My point to say that is Gunther has always been a better wrestler with a smaller guy
Mm-hmm.
who is an excellent technical wrestler that can help lead
Yeah.
the match counter to counter. When he and Jey Uso wrestled, it was absolute garbage.
Oh,
It
yeah, that was.
was trash
Mm-mm.
when the two of them wrestled. And the reason I say that is neither one of them know how to apply a sleeper hold. Jey Uso is not a good professional wrestler in the first place. His dad was much better than he is, but he is better than Big Jim. But nobody and not everybody can be Roman, so there it is. But I
Yep.
think that the best thing they could do is run it to WrestleMania if they're going to let AJ go. But
Yeah.
that would be me.
So let's ladies first. Let's go women's Royal Rumble match.
Okay.
Oh, you missed the main event, Terry.
Oh, we kind of talked about that to some degree.
Sami Zayn wins.
Right.
He hits the
Zayn-
Helluva
Did you
Kick.
really think he wasn't gonna?
I did not because I
Really?
think he is. I think no. I thought he was going to
Oh.
win because I think he's
Yeah.
the bought and paid for winner at the Royal
Right.
Rumble. which we'll
And they
get
were
to.
in Montreal.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
They
Mm-mm, he
made
wasn't
up
losing.
for it because they could have put the title on him after beating Roman a couple of years
True.
ago, but they chose not to
Yeah,
in Montreal.
that's right.
So,
Fair.
but it was a good match. The
It was a good
four-way,
match,
they
yeah.
had a good finish. He hits Priest with the Helluva Kick. Match
Terry,
over.
four-way. Just so you
Four-way,
know,
your favorite.
multi-man match.
yeah.
Your favorite.
The good news is there was only one on the show versus
Oh.
AEW where there would
Well,
be
they only had 4 matches. That's another thing they do well.
That's true.
You know, they don't.
Yeah,
Well,
there are people
they had
that there are
three.
people that like it and don't like it, but I'm okay with the condensed card that gives you the opportunity to have the show breathe. I'm not necessarily a fan of Stephanie McMahon as the host of Saturday Night Main
Well,
Event.
he got her co-host got stuck in an airport.
Yeah, Joe Tess, as they call
Yeah.
him at Tessator. Call him by his fucking name. But
Mhm.
anyway, I still don't think she was the best option.
No.
And I like Stephanie, but that's
I
not
think
her
she's
thing.
wonderful, but she's not a commentator. Absolutely
That's not her thing.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So now
so
the
we got-
hometown kid goes over now. Okay, so Bober, does that mean that in the hometown of Saudi Arabia next weekend, Sami Zayn hits the Helluva Kick on Drew McIntyre and finally wins the world title because it's in Saudi. He is a Muslim. He has been welcomed back. Does that matter to the finish, Bober? Please answer in the chat. Now, sorry, Terry. Ladies first, Royal
Yes.
Rumble. Allison,
Yes.
go.
Tiffy comes back and wins. The women's.
I'm going with Bianca
Okay.
because we haven't seen her.
Yep. Terry?
I'm going in cold here.
That's everybody. While you think about this, Terry, I want to make a point.
Mhm.
They have not advertised this show. They've not made a big deal about who's in the Royal
Right.
Rumble and who is not.
Not at all.
There's a reason for
That's
that.
good. I love that.
It's in Riyadh. It's bought and paid for. It doesn't fucking matter. So since they don't have to sell tickets, they don't have to advertise. We can
That's true.
actually have some genuine surprises. Here's the other fun part, ladies and gentlemen. Show's at 2:00 next Saturday.
Yeah.
2:00 Eastern Standard Time. I saw some post on Facebook where Dave said he was going to be on the show at 7. We don't do that here. It was 8:00 Eastern. We don't do Central. Eastern only. The real time zone.
So
So,
I'll-
Terry?
considering where it is,
Yep.
and they kind of have pull in who's there, who's going to be big on the show, even with it being a Royal Rumble. I'm gonna go with Rhea Ripley.
Okay. I would love that. I'd be super happy.
Fully clothed Rhea Ripley, you would not.
I'm
love that.
fine. It doesn't matter. She could be wearing a parka. I'd still love her. So for the guys, I mean, I don't know. I don't want it to be Chris Jericho. We know he's going to be in, and
Oh,
They make
surely not a win for
you
Jericho.
you say that,
Oh,
but they've done stupider things.
they have, but
They
my
have. So I almost want to call it as like the long shot, if not Cody Rhodes, because they love to always let him win.
Gross on both accounts.
I
There is
know.
only one winner of the Royal Rumble, and it's Braun Breaker eliminating Roman Reigns.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I was kind of headed that way, but I think it comes down to those two.
Ooh, you think Roman wins?
I think Roman wins,
Nice.
but Breaker gets a big boost for being of the last two there.
Nice.
They've
Roman
got to
is
do
a
something with Braun.
Roman is a proven commodity. The WWE
Yes.
knows this. He is a draw. He is money, and they are going to Las Vegas. It looks like Cody Rhodes may not be in the Royal Rumble. Of course, he is Superman, so he probably come back, But it does not shock me if Cody Rhodes interferes in the match against Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn
Sure.
and helps Sami Zayn win.
Sure.
Better
I could
yet,
see that.
turns on him after the fact, and then they set up their match.
Yeah.
My dad
That's right,
continues
George.
his hatred.
We believe in the ABCs around here like Sesame Street. Anybody but Cody. And we don't call him Cody. His name is Chody. Cody Rhodes.
To Bober's point, though, Chelsea Green, she's on fire. She's a nice. I say she's a breath of fresh air because she's different for sure.
So the
I think
women
she could-
champions
I'll give her
are still Jade and
Yes.
Stephanie Buck here.
Yes, correct. And Jade got challenged by Jordan Grace, I want to say either Friday or Saturday night.
Oh boy. The
Yeah, I know.
irresistible
She's
force
half her
meets the
size.
immovable object.
She's half her size. It's so funny.
Yeah. I like Jade as a killer. I really
I
do.
know.
Terry, do we know any other advertised matches for the Rumble?
We've kind of talked about the other two. Sami Zayn against Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles against Gunther. And then it's the two Rumble matches.
Sami Zayn does not surprise me, or would not surprise me if he walks out of there with the title.
Me
It is
neither.
Saudi
See,
Arabia.
he would have
It's a
been
lot-
my hopeful pick, instead of I think it's going to happen, the I hope it happens pick for the Royal Rumble. I'm always
Yeah.
wanting Zayn to win something like that, but yeah.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
And like
he's
I
not
said, because they've bought and paid for this show, that's really what leads me to believe that.
yeah.
Sure. Makes sense. All
So-
right.
Then that frees them up to do something.
Well, the
new
thing
with
is, Cody and Roman
McIntyre.
don't have to have the title.
Right.
Not at
The
all.
other thing is we've left CM Punk out of this equation altogether.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm not saying CM Punk's in the Rumble. Maybe CM Punk is not going to Saudi Arabia.
Maybe CM
Um,
Punk screws Drew
Nah,
again.
wrong show. Two different shows. They're on two different channels. Don't
What?
believe that happened.
Okay.
I absolutely despise that two different channels thing. Well, I
Yeah,
can't
church
believe
and
they
state.
have a
Church and
single
state, Terry. There's
roster.
two championships.
Oh. Let's take it back to the 80s.
CM Punk's carrying the
Luke
nonsense
Cage.
title. We don't worry about him. He's trash anyway.
All right.
I would really like Braun Breaker to spear him in half and actually like Mortal Kombat his ass. Finish him. Be
Oh,
done.
too funny.
Can't stand CM Punk.
So I think CM Punk's newness is worn off because he's been there a while.
What is
So,
going to happen when
for that-
Mania is bought and paid for? Bober has two
Oh.
good questions.
Let's do this one. The other one we could be on for a while. Does Seth come back?
No,
I don't think he's ready yet.
I don't either.
I don't think they need him either.
Well, okay. So the Seth come back could mean a lot of things, though.
True.
Is he capable of screwing somebody?
Absolutely.
100%.
But again, it's the wrong channel being advertised. Because his issue would be with Heyman in the group, not Chody,
Yeah.
not
There's no
Sammy,
there's no
not
match
Drew.
you're saying. There's no
Yeah.
real match here
Well, unless
where
it was the Rumble match.
right, unless it's like Braun needing
Yeah.
help with Roman and Seth steps in. Could be. You never know. Create a new
I
feud.
don't know. I don't expect it, but I wouldn't be completely shocked in a role like that.
Or Seth turns and sides with Roman and we start Shield 2.0. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, good.
This
Come
is
on,
what
some of us
pisses-
love that.
John
This is what-
Moxley.
This is John Moxley.
Could it be? Is it really
Who is
him?
wearing
Good
John
God,
Moxley,
no.
by the way, wearing the championship belt once held by Kazuchika Okada, as designating you the best wrestler in AEW with the international title, had to be in a Terry's favorite multi-man match, hardcore blood and guts match Wednesday, because he doesn't want to lose his skill
God.
in terms of no DQ matches where there's blood everywhere,
Mm.
let alone the multi-man matches. So John Moxley was in a 6-man with Yuta and Garcia against the Don Callis Jobbers. Now, I have a theory on the Don Callis family. I know you didn't ask, but here we go. All of a sudden, I'm unleashed. It's like the Bobby Heenan family. Like, if you guys think about the Bobby Heenan family in the 80s,
Yes.
there was
Mhm.
Andre, there was Perfect, there was Rude, and there was everybody else. Like, even Haku, who apparently was a legit badass, got booked like a fucking jobber. They had the Red Rooster, excuse me, the Brooklyn Brawler, Hercules, all of these guys were horrible. Now you turn on AEW, and we got fucking Rocky Romero teaming with Lance Archer and whoever the hell else the other guy was this week. And I'm like, what are we doing? This is absolute trash. And then Amy's team, FTR, gets to wrestle Mark Davis and some fucking guy that looks just like him, who I have no idea who they are. And that's going to be
They
trash
fought
too.
Alec Price and Jordan Oliver.
No. Not them. The number
Oh.
one contenders match is the Don Callis
Oh,
guys.
oh, oh.
They won it's Mark, the guy from, it used to be Aussie Open with
Nope, no idea who he is.
yeah.
I know
it
who
was
you're
Aussie
talking about.
Open.
I don't
Yeah.
know his name.
Mark Davis. It's Mark Davis and whoever the other fucking guy is. They've got some weird name for him.
That's right,
yeah,
Amy. Yummy.
Yeah, there she is. Anyway, we don't do that here, Amy. Not
I
about
thought
those
Jamie Oliver when you said Jordan Oliver. It's like the chef guy.
No.
Jake Doyle,
No.
aka Jake sometimes. Okay, yeah, Jake sometime. Whatever
Yeah,
his
Alec I
fucking
know
name is.
from up here
Listen.
and beyond, and Jordan was with GCW. I think both of them were with GCW. so
They're horrible.
I've-
They're horrible.
They're not horrible. Be quiet.
They're terrible. And then you had the other 3 clowns in the fucking match this past week. And then you have Konosuke Takeshita.
Takeshita.
I said that name wrong. Takeshita. And then you have Okada. And then you have Fletcher, the real stars of the Don
Yeah.
Callis family.
Good point.
So-
Good point. Fair.
Anyway, Konosuke Takeshita. Thank you. I knew I'd get it out. Anyway, that's what you have. But then you have all the trash around them. The fucking mask guy, Henricio or whatever, because we, quote, are a CMLL partnership. We know Luchador Wrestling and AEW. Motherfucker, you don't know what Luchador is. You saw some Mexican guys in a mask and you put them in the ring and you called it Lucha Libre. Get the fuck out of here. You don't even understand it. So,
All right. Okay. We understand.
yeah,
Andrew doesn't like
Man,
wrestling
we really-
anymore.
The AEW.
Yeah.
this is what
When
happened.
we were
I
just
watched
talking
AEW.
about
I watched AEW in its entirety this week.
He
and
hate
this is what
watched it.
happens when I
And
do
he
that.
made me watch it because he was hate watching it.
This
Yeah.
is what happens when I do that. It was
I
so
know.
bad. And now we've got MJF trying to figure out who he's going to wrestle. And they're going to end up shooting their
Oh,
wad
God,
and
if he
putting him
showed
against
up at the
Kenny
Royal.
Omega.
I can't
one
anymore
of
with
these
that.
years, if he stepped out, oh my God. It'd be great.
What happened,
Ugh.
Terry? I missed
I
that.
said if he stepped out in the Royal Rumble one of these years, that would be so freaking great.
That would be
Oh,
fantastic.
it would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
None
we
of
didn't
us
talk
would
about
complain.
that. Now let's go back to WWE. Any thoughts if there could be a surprise entry? Does Kevin Owens come
How
back?
surprised.
Does Seth Rollins come back? Any surprises other
Are
than
we
Jericho?
talking about so there's different levels of
Right.
surprise. Like somebody came back from injury, somebody came from a different somebody came from NXT that we didn't expect.
TNA.
Like
Yeah.
Trick Williams probably be in it. Amy. or
This-
somebody from
This is
AEW.
this is why we have the ratings we do, Amy, because when I get rolling, you just better let me go.
It could be Drew Carey or somebody.
Oh God, no. No, I think Kevin Owens is a definite
I
possibility.
hope so.
I don't think we'll see Seth in a wrestling capacity, but we may see him in a distraction capacity.
Yeah.
I would reverse
Um,
that, but here's what I would say: Kevin Owens is very much not Phil Brooks, and that Phil Brooks said that you could go fuck yourself with your bloody cock or whatever it was about Saudi Arabia, and then he took
No.
the money. I don't believe Kevin Owens takes the money. He is
Oh, yeah,
100%
good point.
a human rights activist. He is. I don't know that you see Kevin Owens
Okay,
in Saudi.
very fair
Um,
point.
I would love to see Kevin Owens in Saudi because he's a great professional wrestler to the
Absolutely.
point where he had to have neck surgery and he's doing bumps at the Royal Rumble in a ladder match with Cody Rhodes, taking these shots to the back and to the neck over and again. I do think we could see Seth Rollins, possibly.
The only other one, and I already mentioned her, was Tiffany. But I like your idea of Bianca because we haven't seen her either.
Right.
I think we see them both actually.
Yeah, I think Bianca comes back because it's a big pop for her. She's a big
Sure.
player. She's been gone with the broken wrist, so hopefully that's done. And then we haven't seen her husband on TV or his tag team partner, the Street Profits. They say that they're trying to keep them fresh for when it's time to come back. But they've taken Rusev off TV and it gave the same explanation. Please, nobody cares about Rusev. Maybe we see Carmella back. Maybe she's patched up things with WWE since she's had the second child. Probably not. I do not want to see Charlotte win the Royal Rumble. I don't want to see Becky win the Royal Rumble. I know that Bianca's won the Royal Rumble before, but I mean, who do you put in that spot to win the Royal Rumble? Do you make it Roxanne, or do you make it Raquel rather? Because then you get Stephanie.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Who are the
AJ
Lee?
Lee. Bober
yeah.
says AJ Lee. Now that would. Here's the thing, though. Will she stick to her guns, Bober, and be a human rights activist and oppose Saudi Arabia, or will she be like her stupid ass husband and take the money?
I don't
Because
know.
Phil Brooks is Saudi Phil. Remember, on this show we refer to him as Saudi Phil. We don't do CM Punk around here. Chick
So
magnet my ass.
there's possibly going to be a lot of big decisions for some people based on this because, I mean, we may be headed to Saudi-owned WWE. Who knows?
You
Yeah.
never know.
Well, I mean, when you were telling me that the probably the second favorite pay-per-view of all WWE fans starts in Saudi, and then next year, instead of going to Nashville, you're going to Riyadh again.
Yeah.
It's going to be bought and paid for. To answer Bober's question, I think it's $100 million plus they're paying for Mania. Because they paid 50 for those shitty house shows. And I think I said this last week, but they paid 50 for the Crown Jewel events. For 10 of them, $500 million. And you're going to tell me that Royal Rumble and WrestleMania aren't worth more than those events? They may pay $250 million for WrestleMania for all that matters. I don't know. But TKO is doing well enough. I don't know if you guys saw this. It's just kind of a lateral tangent between their stock prices. And here's real tangible evidence. They doubled the fight of the night bonuses in UFC.
No way.
$50,000 to $100,000. They've been the same for 25 years. And this week they doubled the fight of the night bonuses. Willing to pay $400,000 out. By the way, they pay those in cash.
Mm-hmm.
So those are cash bonuses. So Dana White made that announcement this week as the president of UFC. You're going to tell me TKO isn't doing well? Please.
I own some of their stock, so I know they're doing well. Well, I owned it back when it was WWE.
I can't afford their stock.
It's been growing.
So I know they're doing well.
Yeah.
Can't hide money.
Speaking of doing well, we had a national championship game.
Yeah, we did.
And I'm glad I actually updated the bottom part of this. I could have easily forgotten that. Indiana walks away after beating Miami in a fairly close game after Miami comes back quite a bit in the second half. 10-0 at halftime. Mark Fletcher, running back for Miami, 2 touchdowns, 112 yards, big playmaker, kept them in the game.
He did. But there was an inevitability to this Indiana football team. And when it mattered, Fernando had his Tebow moment, as I pointed out on social media.
Definitely.
He stretched it out. He dove for the touchdown. The guy that knocked him out of the game when he played for Cal is the one he beat for the touchdown, which makes that fun. But once again, you see a very, very mistake-free game by Indiana, a balanced attack, possess the ball, do what they do, and they stunted, and they that defensive line did what I thought they would do, Terry, and they were outweighed by an average of 35 or 40 pounds. But they didn't get gassed, and they didn't get beat up too much. To your point, Miami's offensive line opened a couple holes up. Guy runs touchdowns, and some of that rushing or pass that was just sudden strike burst plays. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they were fast, but Indiana was methodical in everything that they did. The game plan was clearly there. Cignetti, as I've said it over and again, best X's and O coach in college football. He knows how to put the players in the right place and call the right plays for them. And when Fernando took it upon himself to score that touchdown and Indiana goes up 10, that was big because that was in the second half.
Right.
And then their defense did what they do, and they held on, and they forced an interception at the end of the game. But Fernando, as I call it, tapping into Tim Tebow, he did what Tebow would do in 2006 through 2008 at Florida. Just took it upon himself that he was going to score. And the thing is, it was from a 4th and 4 situation. Cignetti calls the timeout. They say, oh, maybe they'll kick the field goal. He sends the offense back on the field. And how do we slow down blitzing defenses, fans, as you've listened to me say this before? You hit them with a screen pass, you hit them with a bootleg, or you hit them with quarterback draw. And quarterback draw at 4th and 4 ends up in the touchdown. And that's what I'm talking about when I say Cignetti is the best X's and O's coach in the NCAA. He saw it, and he bet on his guys, because Terry, 4th and 4 could have meant 0 points.
Right.
They could have kicked a field goal, and they would have had at least 3. But Fernando takes the ball, and they go ahead and they score, and they go up 10, which becomes huge because they win by 6. A field goal would have put Miami in a position to kick a field goal and tie the game. Not after the touchdown and the subsequent field goal that followed.
Yep. So they didn't cover the spread. Right?
No, I said 21
what
points.
Was it?
No, I'm talking about the gambling spread was 7.5.
Or 7.5 was
7.5.
Yeah, 7.5.
Which I don't think I thought would have been even close. So there's going to be, I'm sure there were a lot of either really happy or really surprised people out there.
Yeah, like I said, it was a very clean, very good, very physical football game. Very happy to see Indiana cap it off and win the national championship.
Agree.
I hate Miami as much as I hate any other football team. But they had a great defensive line, a great offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana just had an inevitability about them. And I liken them, talking to other people about the Ohio State football team that lost to Virginia Tech at home and then reeled off win after win after win and used 3 quarterbacks to win a national championship. There was an inevitability about that Ohio State football team. Same way that Curt Cignetti has Indiana. And by the way, Terry, and Allison can jump in on this too, 27-2 takes the worst football program in the country. Worst. They won 3 bowl games in 3 weeks, including a national championship, and that's as many as they've won since 1945.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, with all the changes in college football, you can now build an older, more experienced team than you've ever been able to build. And that's what Indiana built. An experienced team that wasn't flashy, but had good leadership and had good ability and was consistent.
But at Auburn and Nebraska alike, we are told as fans to be patient. Can't happen overnight. Trust the process. I think it's time we follow a different process. You're out there recruiting 5-star athletes that have never played a snap of football. Meanwhile, we saw Indiana, as they pointed out over and over again, Terry, no 5 stars on this football team.
Right.
7 4-stars, no 5 stars. Everybody else
Wow.
was 3 and
Really?
below.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. And I was reminded of this, Allison, this week, reading about Levante David, the linebacker for Nebraska, who would go on to Tampa Bay and win a Super Bowl there. He was a 2-star recruit out of high school
Wow.
and became one of the best, very best defenders in both college and pro football.
Goes to show you,
Sometimes
you never know.
that doesn't matter. You know,
Yeah.
I can tell you this, other than maybe Tommy Frazier and Mike Rozier and maybe Dave Remington back in the day, Nebraska never recruited 5 stars. They recruited
Mhm.
local talent, and then they'd go
Right.
to California to find everybody else to fill in. California, New Jersey. They love Jersey too. For
They love
whatever reason.
Jersey, huh?
Yeah, but the linemen, the defensive line, all that, they were homegrown. That was the whole point. But Cignetti, to Terry's point, older guys, playing experience, couple years left, and he just reloads the gun. And he's got a stud coming in, Josh Hoover. Now Alberto's already transferred out. The brother,
Went
Alberto
to Georgia
Mendoza,
Tech, I believe.
he went to Georgia Tech. Yeah, he's transferred out. And people, oh, why would he transfer? Why would he transfer? Well, he's not going to play over Hoover. Let's be honest. Dave's here.
Is that,
Dave
is that Dave?
I hate Matt Rule.
Da-
Lane
Dave
Kiffin for
asks
the
us
win.
Lane Kiffin and Matt Rule in a fight to the death. Who wins? We all
Lane-
do.
Lane Kiffin, because I hate Matt Rule. As a Nebraska
No, I
fan,
like
I hate
Lane.
Matt Rule. But
Matt Rule
I
wears
love
his
Big-
hat backwards and it's horrible looking.
oh, it's so stupid. You're a 50-year-old man. Stop it.
Mm.
But anyway, I think that Cignetti's got the formula, and I think you're going to continue to see that over and again, that he's going to keep getting these older guys. And with Alberto, he's not going to play over Josh Hoover. Josh Hoover out of TCU is an excellent quarterback, putting in an excellent system. And speaking of TCU, Terry, I know you didn't ask me, but Patterson going to USC is a big deal as the defensive coordinator. And maybe Lincoln Riley will finally have some defense in Southern Cal, and they might actually be able to win some football games. Because people always talk about Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart and all the rest, but there was some guy with long hair named Troy Polamalu that played for USC
Oh,
too,
he had the
and
best
anchored that
hair.
defense. That defense at USC under Pete Carroll was pretty fucking good. And you can have all the offense in the world, but if you can't stop them, it doesn't matter.
That's it.
So taking Patterson, very, very good. Very, very good. So anyway, there's that. And by the way, Nebraska 20-0 in basketball. 20-0. 20-0 playing number 3 Michigan Tuesday night. So
Well, Auburn's got like, I don't know how many losses it is now. At least 5, maybe 7. But they did go to Gainesville and get a win for the first time since '96.
Woo!
But back to football, Dabo has finally started dipping into the transfer portal, but he ain't dealing with all the crap that's going on from everywhere, and he lit it up. He had his notes with him, and he's sat behind the microphone, and he let Ole Miss have it.
Cool.
for 6.5 minutes or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, he is not real happy about the goings on, and he's calling out the coaches, not just for what they're doing, but coaches that are having things done to their players. You know,
boy.
what's the word? The tampering
Oh,
of their
shit.
players, and he's saying, you guys don't need to be keeping it quiet. Come out with it.
Yep.
So he's wanting everybody to do the same
Yeah,
thing he did. and
why
call
not?
other guys out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it
he
all
called
comes down
out-
to the same thing we always talk about. The NCAA is weak. They've got no spine, and at this point, if they try to do something, they haven't set a standard, so it goes to the courts, and they lose now. So
Right.
they are useless.
Yeah, he called Pete Golding out, just by name, talking about how he sent a player a picture of $1 million contract. And
What?
oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
ugly. And I understand Pete
Wrong.
Golding is Tepe's coach now, the HC there, former Alabama defensive coordinator, part of the Nick Saban tree that just keeps getting bigger and bigger, apparently.
Gift that keeps
But
giving.
he's not wrong, but it's just part of the game at this point. The minute that these players, Terry, well, here to me is problem number one. There's no regulations, no contracts, no
Right.
oversight on the NIL
Yeah.
part of it. Number two, these motherfuckers all have agents at 18, 19, 20,
God.
I guess 27 years old for those of them. They've
Yes.
been playing since before COVID.
27.
Thank you, TJ Finley. Oh, there's Dave. Dabo's a crybaby. Dave, I'd like to point something out. As an Alabama fan, you certainly come across as an Ole Miss guy a lot. But anyway,
That's
it's
called being
gonna-
a good husband.
It's going to continue on, though. It is 100% going to continue on. We're going to find new ways to tamper. We're going to find new ways to steal talent. You're going to all of these things. Apparently, Matt Rule understood the importance of the Nebraska spring game and has announced that will come back.
Mhm.
He's not gonna go ahead and not do it anymore. But if you don't develop contracts and you don't develop a legal system for the NIL and you don't have a regulatory body for this shit's just going to continue.
Yeah.
What did Texas Tech pay the guy from Cincinnati? Hey, Allison, who
Yeah.
went to Cincinnati?
Oh,
No,
you know
don't
who
care
went to
about Cincinnati.
Cincinnati?
Tell us who went to Cincinnati.
Jason Kelsey and his brother.
Jason
Oh.
Kelsey went to Cincinnati.
Jason was
And-
on the pregame show this morning for the NFL, by the way, for a very long time. You
I'm
missed-
sorry. Where was the text message saying, "Hey, are you watching this?"
Oh, I have to be honest. I took a picture of my TV and forgot to send it. To you.
Okay, you're forgiven. We're good.
I'll send it now. How about that?
But yeah, so Cincinnati paid Texas Tech paid Sorsby $7 million. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
For 1 year as a quarterback in college. The
7
boy
million.
That's insane.
The boy from Alabama, Ty Simpson, stands up and says, "I'm not taking the money. I'm going to the NFL." But he had reportedly received multiple offers for $7 to $8 million
What is
to
happening?
leave Alabama to come play
gonna
quarterback
keep
elsewhere.
getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
For a year, for 1 year to play quarterback somewhere else.
Mhm.
Insanity. And so if you don't regulate it, it's going to be the same garbage over and over and over again was
Absolutely
my
agree.
point. That's all my point was. Also my point was that Pondwater Dave is not an Alabama or Oklahoma fan. Clearly, he is an Ole Miss fan these days and just mad at Big Game Lane, who said in an Instagram post, "Spot the ball. He ain't scared of y'all. Spot it. Let's go." Cannot wait for that football game in the fall, Terry.
We're going to have
Um,
some big games coming up. Yeah,
Huge.
especially in the SEC with these coaches. After Auburn, Florida is going to be a pretty big game with their new coaches. Whoever wins
Mhm.
that game, whoever loses that game, going to have some pissed off fans.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
got Ole Miss, LSU.
But as your weekly reminder of the Auburn coaching situation, we do not hunt, we do not fish, we don't have any fucking hobbies. We just coach ball.
But
That's what
apparently
we
we
do in
recruit
college
the
football.
hell out of some running backs because
Yeah.
I think we've got like 15 running backs now. It is ridiculous.
The
I don't
good
know
news
what's
is
going on.
you're going to go back to the option like Nebraska ran or the wishbone like Oklahoma, and you're just going to run the football. Hey, listen, when in the last 25 years did Auburn win national championships? When they had a big quarterback that ran the football. So
Well, and they came this close when they had another running quarterback.
that's what I mean. You had a running quarterback in 13 and you had one in 10, and that's when you won national championships.
That's right.
played
We
for the
had
other
Bo
one.
Nix, but we didn't treat that.
Yeah,
very
pissed him away.
well.
And I'm also forever is playing LSU. I love you so much, Dave.
I love that.
I mean,
Well, he lives
That's-
right there in the midst of all that, so that's part of
true.
it. And hopefully your power's back, or it comes
Yeah,
back
I hope
soon,
so.
Dave. So this was the main event of the college football season, and that's the last thing we're going to talk about with college football for a while. But tonight's main event is top
woo!
10 movie soundtracks from the 2000s.
That's right. And I've not got a beard, but Terry honored my wishes here. Of course, I've got the fantastic mustache and
Well,
the
I did have the
sunglasses.
slick back hair that didn't really make it into this shot, but yeah.
Yeah. Freddie Mercury for the win. I will not accept any other nonsense tonight. Remy Malek deserved to win all the awards this movie won. And if you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor. But we'll get there because he's on the list. I have confidence in our people, Terry.
Okay, a little story. Confidence in them, maybe a little less confidence in me. So here's how it went down. So I made the Disney list last week, and there is a movie called Rocket Man that Disney made that was a really stupid movie. I don't remember who starred in it. One of these.
Oh, I remember who it was. It was Anthony something or other.
Oh yeah, Anthony something or other. Okay,
It was. I'm telling you, I
But
know
it's
I'm
one of those
right.
goofy
I'm gonna go look it up.
Disney. Okay, you go look it up so you get those
I will.
details. Okay, so this week in the process, I made this big list of movie soundtracks from the 2000s, and I had Rocket Man on there, which this time it was the one we would want on there. Well, there was one called Rocketeer and another one called Rocket Man, Bober. Yeah, so what I did, I compared and I said, I don't want any Disney movies on this, so I removed Rocket Man. Then Andrew tells me while I'm at work, you forgot Rocket Man, the Elton John movie. And I'm like, I'll add it back. But guess what I did not do? I did not add it back.
And then
See,
I fired Terry.
Man, I
Yeah,
wasn't
so
even
I've been
close.
fired. And I did get Bober's American Pie 2 in there because Bober is all over it if I don't put American Pie movies on these lists.
But American Pie 2 is a good one, and American Wedding actually has a very good soundtrack as well. I mean, they play Fever for the Flavor at American Wedding, and it was not on the list. But that's okay.
And Walk Hard should have been on the list also. I know Walk the Line was on the list, but Harlan Williams, yes.
I wasn't even close.
That's
I think he
Yeah.
might have played a character named Anthony
okay.
in a TV
I
show.
did not watch that movie and I have no plans to. But anyway,
Okay.
why don't we look at what just missed the list?
All right. I can start yet. Oh, come on!
A Star is Born, Love Actually, which apparently is Allison's favorite movie. We're always
It's my
talking-
number 2 favorite movie.
Okay,
But yeah.
Straight Outta Compton. Oh yeah, 16 Candles.
Oh
is
my
the
God,
other.
this is my 1 and 2.
And High Fidelity. Really? What
High
is your one?
Fidelity is my number 2. That is
Oh
a
my
great
goodness.
freaking movie for music.
Wow.
So
Wow.
A Star is Born and Straight Outta Compton offend me more than Allison's too. But Straight
Me
Outta
too.
Compton is
I mean,
about NWA.
I had
and
both of I want to say I had both of those on
You
my
talk
list.
about setting the tone
Yeah.
for a generation. Ice Cube, Eazy-E. Oh my God. And I
Absolutely.
can't even think of the other two off the top of my head. But
Oh my God.
Pop that Drink Piss and Dumb and Dumber. My goodness.
That's right. Yeah, and they did a movie. There was a Disney movie of him called Rocket Man. So that's
Yeah.
what confused the whole thing. But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you. A Star is Born. I look up on Apple Music songs from A Star is Born and listen to them
Yeah.
on a regular basis now.
Yeah.
And Straight Outta Compton, like he said, NWA.
Yeah, NWA was a phenomenal band. You talk about edgy. You talk about standing up to authority. You talk about
Mhm.
challenging the man and the system that people are doing in 2026. Take your cue from the boys in the NWA. That's what they did. And it is a fantastic story. Obviously, Eazy-E no longer with us, but you're talking about Ice Cube, you're talking about Dre, you're talking about Eazy-E.
man.
These are musicians with impact. Impact.
Yep.
So for this one not to make the list, maybe people just don't like rap, and that's okay. But these are the godfathers of rap in this movie.
Yep.
A Star is Born
I
really
will-
shocked me because everybody loved the duet
Yes.
between Riley
Yeah.
Cooper and
Yep.
Gaga. But that shocks me a little bit. But anyway,
I won't
Well, I
name
mean-
names, but I will say one of the songs in A Star is Born was written by somebody that's been to my mama's house. And I was
What?
nice.
That's amazing.
Nice.
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised this isn't up there because solely from the fact that it was actually Lady Gaga. You know what I mean? Like, she
Yeah.
was really good in this movie,
Yeah,
and the music was
she was.
outstanding. Now, Love Actually, you can all go suck a big one because, I mean, come on, this
I'm gonna have to watch this because
You
you
have
are
to-
all over this movie all the time.
absolutely. It has Pointer Sisters.
Oh,
It has it's got great music in this movie.
oh, you know what? One that we didn't put on either list. I guess it would have been the first list. Was what movie? It was a Tom Hanks and Liv Tyler and all them, and they had the Oneaters on there. The one,
Yes! Oh my God, That Thing You Do.
yeah, that thing you do.
Oh damn it!
I
Absolutely.
really try, guys. I really try to not.
we
miss
we
these.
need to
It's
do a
hard.
fake song from a movie.
So I do have a question because I
Yeah.
can't remember. This is episode 100, whatever Terry said earlier.
34.
Have we done women vocalists?
We
Yes.
have not. It's on the list.
No, didn't we?
Gaga would be
think we have.
one that I would absolutely.
Ooh,
round.
we did something with women, but I don't remember what.
We did women wrestlers.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that. That'll be interesting.
We'll do
Um,
that. Now, the only thing I have left to talk about this is Straight Outta Compton also led to a lot of really good memes online. Straight out of Milk and Eggs when it
Yeah.
gets real cold and all that stuff.
That's
That was
true.
really good.
Man.
Number 10, Ray.
Great movie.
It
Great
Jamie
was.
movie.
Foxx did an incredible job when he
Yeah.
sings Georgia. When he sings Georgia on My Mind there at the end, it's so good, so good. I didn't realize that Ray Charles had all the problems he had leading to
Yeah.
his blindness and whatnot, and the drug addiction and all. But yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not mad this is on here. I don't think this was on my list, but I can't be mad about this. It was highly entertaining and the music was great.
Right.
Oh,
I
yeah,
agree.
Ray
It
Charles
wasn't
was
high on my
fantastic.
list. It was about 10. I didn't take a snapshot, but it's roughly in this place.
Yeah, you could put Ray Charles on though, and you wouldn't skip a song.
No, that's
You
correct.
wouldn't skip a song, if you were in the mood to listen to his style of music.
Number 9, American Pie 2.
You're welcome, Bober. I voted for this one too, and I
So
put it
did
pretty
I.
high.
For Bober.
This has a great soundtrack. The American Pie series, from American Pie to American Wedding, those first three have a really, really good soundtrack, and this is no exception to the list. This one, Jim accidentally super glues his hand to his dick, and he's trying to find some acetone to break the glue up with, and they play Smooth Criminal during the whole scene. And not
right.
the Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal. They play Alien Ant Farm.
Alien
Oh,
Ant
yeah.
Farms.
The
Which to me
alternative
is a
version, yeah.
better version of Smooth Criminal than Michael Jackson. I
Mhm.
said what I said. But like Terry. But I mean the music in this movie is
Yeah.
so good. They If I Could Be Like That by Three Doors Down happens to be one of the songs out of this movie. So I mean they were right in 16, 17, 18-year-old me. I mean, it was just right in the wheelhouse. Bober, of course, 50 years older than I am, still enjoys my genre of music and movies. I don't understand.
One of my favorite songs is in this movie, American Hi-Fi Flavor of the Week.
Yep.
Good
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, I actually have this album on my Apple, in my Apple library.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's got The Offspring, Cake, Sum 41, Three Doors Down, Blink-182. This is a great soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. Very good soundtrack.
Yeah.
And American Wedding is equally as good, and American Pie, the original, is as good.
Excellent.
So
All right, Bober, I guess your taste doesn't completely suck.
you're still the worst.
Still the worst.
Number 8, Shrek 2.
What? I
I
didn't even
have-
vote for this.
I
How
could
did this
not
be
tell
number
you
8?
one song on Shrek 2.
I don't
And
know.
how did we
People
let
voted
Shrek?
for it.
How did we let Shrek slip through the list? This is Pixar.
No, it's not. Is it? No. No, it's not.
Is it not?
No.
Okay. I'm
Pixar
gonna have
is
to look that
Disney.
up.
I know.
Shrek is Universal.
Is it? Okay.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think I looked at it real close.
I think it is.
Knowing that I would say something. We do not do cartoons in the 2000s, Terry.
Oh God, too funny.
Well,
Shrek 2 soundtrack.
we
Let's see
know
what
I'm
was
not
on this.
perfect, right?
Hey, it's all
Oh,
good.
what am I doing?
Don't worry.
No, I'm saying we should expect me to screw things up sometimes.
Terry, I would
It
never.
is DreamWorks. Yeah, DreamWorks animation.
Okay. Yeah. I'll let this one slide.
Accidentally in Love, Counting Crows, Holding Out for a Hero. Yeah, everything else I don't know, but all right, I'll give it for those two.
Because I am so gracious.
Living La Vida Loca, Antonio Banderas and Eddie Murphy.
See, it's
Well, you're
really
gonna-
tough when we
You're
have
going to be living La
sequels.
Vida Broca.
All Star was the first Shrek.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, and that's what
Yeah.
Bober's asking. That's what makes it difficult with, like, even with the Disney, like all the Marvel movies and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, what the crap? No.
Like I love the background music in the Avengers movies, but how do you say which one you like the best? You don't.
Right.
That's all the
Like
same.
which Harry Potter movie?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, I do have a favorite because it's the one where it started turning dark and creepy. I like that.
That would be the 5th, Half-Blood Prince.
That is correct. Actually, it was kind of started with the 4th Prisoner
Yeah, Goblet of Fire.
or Goblet of Fire. Yeah, when they
Mhm.
actually killed Cedric.
Yeah.
But okay, all right, that's enough. We're sorry.
We could nerd out on
I've got
Voldemort
another
if you
list
want.
in my head, but I'm going to talk to y'all about it.
Okay.
Number 7, Elvis,
Yeah. this
which I
was a
have
good
not seen.
Never saw it.
What?
Didn't vote for
Oh,
it.
it is not what you think it's gonna be. They do not focus as much as I would have liked on the music.
Okay.
I mean, it was good. It was not great. It was no.
Elvis is the king, you know. I mean, I
It-
get it, but
Yeah.
he provided the bridge between rock, construction rock, as I call it, and like the 50s sound. You know, but construction site rock, when you're talking about like the 70s rock music,
Yeah. It
Elvis
was like
was the bridge between the two.
it was like the rockabilly kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mike
Yeah,
Bober,
Bober-
you would. Never saw it, but voted for it because it was Elvis. What?
I mean,
What?
Well,
All
you know
right.
it's going to be Elvis songs. I
good
mean,
lord. Yeah, exactly.
honestly. Number 6, Shrek.
Okay. All right. So I guess our people are they have a favorite. So again, All Star. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
Hey,
of what
man.
other song.
If you have
Um,
one really memorable song from a soundtrack to a movie, people are going to
Yeah.
are going to vote high.
I agree. I'm a
Stay Home, I'm a
believer.
Believer,
Okay.
Like Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is a good
Yeah.
soundtrack.
Yeah, it
Bad
is.
Reputation, You Belong to Me. Hallelujah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god, I forgot about that. That's right. Okay.
Number 5, School of Rock.
School of
Yeah,
Rock.
this was
Now that
great.
one was good. Yeah.
It's a really
I
good
saw
one.
this in the theaters and
So did
was
I
not
think.
disappointed. Was
This was
not
good.
disappointed.
Jack Black never really disappoints. He throws himself into his characters, so I
Oh,
always love
if
him.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the show Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah.
But the very best episode of Yo Gabba Gabba is when Jack Black is on there.
Yeah.
The very worst episode of Yo Gabba Gabba is when Weird Al is on there. I was anticipating this
Wow,
episode.
really?
I was excited about it. It sucked. But yes,
Oh.
but yeah.
Yeah, Lex
Jack
used to
Black
like
on
the
Yo-
music from
Yo
that
Gabba
show.
Gabba.
It was really
Yeah,
good.
This one, I think I'm with Bober and Dave on. It was top 5 or 6 for me because I really
Yeah.
do like this soundtrack. And there are 17 songs in it according to Wikipedia, which include "Edge of 17,"
Yeah.
"Growing on Me," "Sunshine of Your Love" by Eric Clapton. Yeah, good songs.
It is. And
Excellent.
it stands on its own. It's
It
not
does.
it's not like any of the other movies at all.
So
It's not
Jack
about-
Black, Jack
Yeah.
Black, first exposure to Jack Black, not School of Rock, was
Right.
if not The Jackal, the other movie where he is. It might have been Enemy of the State, where he is a defense analyst and they're spying on people. I want to
Oh,
say
wow.
it was either Enemy of the State, but I know The Jackal. He makes the gun or the site for Bruce Willis's character, the Jackal, and then Bruce Willis kills him. That's a spoiler, folks. 30 years later, Bruce Willis killed Jack Black in the movie The Jackal, and he used a Gatling cannon to do it.
Yeah. He
So,
was in Enemy of the State. You're right.
Enemy of the State as a defense analyst. Yeah.
That
So
was
anyway, he's the guy trying to figure out, who Gene Hackman is, not to be confused with Gene Wilder. Let's be honest. So, Bober, I don't watch that nonsense. I still know what you did last summer. It sounds creepy, like Santa Claus took a vacation from the North Pole.
Oh my
and was
God.
watching you. So anyway, what's number 4, Terry?
Number 4. Oh, brother, where art thou?
Yeah, that's not surprising.
I've never seen it.
Especially with the old age
good.
crowd we have around here. We have an old audience. You talk about old football teams in Indiana. We have an old audience. I think I'm the youngest person.
No, well,
Maybe Alex Wheaton is younger than
Unless
I am.
Devin is here.
Yeah, that's true. But Devin has an old soul.
He does.
Bober didn't vote for it.
I didn't vote for this one either.
I didn't vote for this one
I
either,
did.
mostly because
I didn't.
my
make it-
youngest sister loved this movie, and so did my dad, and I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Man of Constant Sorrow is the main song from the movie. I couldn't remember.
See, Amy voted it.
Okay.
It should have been higher. Oh my God. You would think that.
It may have been my number 3 when I voted. I don't know. I voted it
Yep.
pretty high.
She said
Number
she did.
3, Walk the Line.
Oh, it was a good
Yeah,
movie.
Johnny Cash.
Very
yeah.
good.
Joaquin
And-
Phoenix was fantastic as Johnny Cash in this movie, by the way. We haven't done music covers. I want to tell you all a funny Johnny Cash story while Dave tries to prepare his arguments as to why Johnny Cash is greater than Freddie Mercury, which we will not accept tonight on this show because this is our show. But anyway, I thought for the longest fucking time that Nine Inch Nails covered Hurt. Not that Nine Inch Nails wrote Hurt and Johnny Cash actually covered Hurt. I thought Nine Inch Nails copied or covered Johnny Cash, and it was
Mhm.
actually the other way around.
Really?
Yes. Nine
Oh, I
Inch
didn't
Nails
know that.
originated the song Hurt, and
Wow.
Johnny Cash, in his saved life, changed the words to be more like Odyssey of a Christian Man, and that is where you get his version of Hurt from.
Wow. That is. I learned something new.
But
today.
I would have bet you $100 that at one point Nine Inch Nails covered Hurt, not the opposite way.
Sure.
And I should have included Walk Hard.
The Huey Cox story? Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. Had some really good songs.
Sure.
They
Sure.
were entertaining. That's all I'll say.
All right.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Number 2, 8 Mile.
There
Oh
it is.
man. Yeah. I
You
had
know
this
number
as
one.
3, but I had this as 3.
It's 2 weeks in a row.
this
I
was
win.
my
Love
number
this
1.
movie.
Yeah.
I love everything about this movie. I love the music in this movie for sure.
What
This
year-
was
What year
got
did
me
this movie
exposed.
come out? 2002?
I don't know.
I
A
don't
long
know.
time ago.
I'm sure 8 Mile come out 2002.
No.
So what makes this movie so good? Yeah, 2002.
2000.
excellent?
So what makes this movie so good is that this movie put Eminem on the map.
Yes.
Despite the fact the Real Slim Shady album came out in 1999, I want to
Right.
say, after
Yeah.
he took second place in a amateur, what does he call himself? Not disc jockey, but you know what I'm saying. He called MC. He takes second place. And then one of the reasons, like I said, the 8 Mile works so well is because it's a true story, or much of it is. But that's where he got his start. That's where Lose Yourself became so popular
Yeah.
that everybody knows they're gonna be wearing Mom's spaghetti. But
Which is the name of his restaurant.
it's just the name of his restaurant. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
But,
That's so
but
good.
yeah, Eminem, this was the first step. I mean, he did the real Slim Shady, but after that, it's just album after
Yeah.
album after album after album after album. And who did he partner up with? Dr. Dre, the man from the NWA. So that's my point, is that
Yeah.
it comes full circle in our show. But he was already on his way to being a star. This just made it happen faster.
This got his exposure out there to people who weren't listening to rap music really. But they paired him with Brittany Murphy, who was fantastic in this movie right before she died. And what the hell was his name?
I
The
know
guy-
the guy that plays Clarence is a gangster. His name is Clarence, and he has some really nice parents. That was so funny to me when he called
Mekhi
out the guy
Phifer.
from the free world. Yeah.
It's Mekhi Phifer because it's in the song. I had to sing the song in my head to
Yeah.
get the name of the guy.
Viper, yeah. But that's the I mean, this movie was so good in so many
It
different
really
ways.
was.
This was also drug addicted.
Yep.
Eminem, Marshall Mathers.
This told the story also of his trailer life and things like that, and his daughter,
Yeah.
and it was pretty good. I loved
Yeah.
it. I love this movie. I love the music in this movie. This was my number 3.
But yeah, he's been off the heroin and the drugs for
Long time.
getting on 20 years now.
Yeah, It's gotta be.
Gotta be.
Like I say, he is a mega star, and you know,
Yep.
we don't talk politics on here, but he did his own thing that way too. And yeah, I mean, this is generation raised by Eminem, which includes myself, and
Yep.
people are so offended these days. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But you know, hit after hit after hit, it's Eminem. So
All right, let's see if Andrew's right.
I know I'm right, and I
Number
didn't even
one,
lobby for it hard. this week.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
That's right. That's right. So Remy Malek plays Freddie Mercury, and there was not a better option to play Freddie Mercury. That's how close they look. That is a side by side of the real Freddie Mercury and Remy Malek. But he voted my conscience. Stop it, Dave. You've spoken like a true old man.
This was either my 2 or 3. I don't remember exactly where.
So I have said this on the show, but it's worth repeating. If you've ever seen the 1985 Live Aid concert and then you watch their version of the Live Aid concert, there's actually a YouTube video that puts the two side by side. And Remy Malek's portrayal of Freddie Mercury at Live Aid makes the show. Then you get to see how they come up with Bohemian Rhapsody, how they came up with Another One Bites the Dust, how they sang Radio Gaga. If you turn Queen on, their anthology, you won't skip a song.
Correct.
They're that good. And like
Even a
everybody,
song about bicycles is really good.
Bicycle Race and Fat Bottom Girls and Killer
Yeah.
Queen, Under Pressure, We Are the Champions.
That's one of my favorites.
So this is Queen, you know, Bohemian Rhapsody. If you don't sing along with Bohemian Rhapsody, you're a fucking communist.
Yeah,
and I just said it,
absolutely.
and I meant it. But that is the impact Freddie Mercury had. And so when you take the acting of Remy Malek and how he brings Freddie Mercury back to life, this is why this is number 1. And it's number 1 with a bullet. Because nobody could have done Freddie Mercury better than Remy Malek.
Yeah, I've seen like parts of that movie, but never the whole thing all at once. So I think I'm going to do that now.
Yeah, I'm a big
And-
Don't Stop Me Now fan.
And by the way, Adam Lambert sings in the Queen band,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and he ain't playing Freddie Mercury.
Mm-mm.
Well, let
No,
me
they
run
hide.
it down.
Yes, please.
Top 10 movie soundtracks from the 2000s. Oh, I left the S off of this one. Okay, interesting.
Mhm.
Number 10, Ray. Number 9, American Pie 2. Number 8, Shrek 2. Number 7, Elvis. Number 6, Shrek. Number 5, School of Rock. Number 4, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Number 3, Walk the Line. Number 2, 8 Mile. And number 1, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Good list.
Very good list.
And Dave mentions Joaquin Phoenix as Johnny Cash, and he did really do a good job. And it reminds me, yesterday I turned on Stand By Me
Ooh.
and watched all of that. And that was really good. I always have to
I had
fast
that
forward.
soundtrack too.
I have to fast forward through that part where they do the pie eating contest.
Oh.
I just can't watch that. But other than that, that's a fantastic movie.
On the topic of Bohemian Rhapsody, mostly because I want to drive the nail home on Dave here, talking about Joaquin Phoenix, who is great. Nominated for 5 Academy Awards, took 4 home. Best Actor, Rami Malek. Best Film Editing, John Ottman. Best Sound Editing, John Warhurst and Nina Harstone. Best Sound Mixing, Paul Massey, Tim Kevine, and John Caselli. So, clearly, the odds-on winner. It's okay, Dave. You can lose. Don't worry. In the grand scheme of things, it's going to be LSU and everybody else in the SEC.
I watched the results as we went, and things at the top, they shifted quite a bit over the last few days as we voted. So,
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to see you again. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Yeah. But I was laughing because Bober voted for a Charlie Puth song.
Oh, yeah. I do like Charlie Puth.
I know you do.
Yeah. Good.
All right. Oh,
coming up,
yay.
here's the ones. These are not all of them we've got listed. The Pixar's not listed here. We got Broadway musicals, animated TV theme songs from the 2000s. So we got a couple of TV theme songs coming up, and then we got our favorite. I'm really looking forward to favorite Muppets.
Maybe we just do that because February 4th is the first one. So why don't we do it next week?
February
February.
4th is the first what?
Is the first? They're bringing back the Muppet Show.
Oh, we
February
can do that next
4th.
week and take a break from the music, and then because we'll do that next week if we're all on board for that, and then we take a break for the Super Bowl,
Right.
and Cyrus's soccer game,
Right.
and then we come back and we hit some more music stuff.
I like it.
Worked for me. I like the Muppets, as you all know. And then somebody shared a Fraggle Rock song, which was fantastic.
I love
I-
Fraggle. I had the board
I do
game.
like Fraggle Rock.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
I was
Yeah, my
so
dad-
scared of the freaking trash monster.
My dad
I
used to call me
don't
and
know
my
why.
sister frickin' Frack. So, Fraggle Rock. So there
Look,
it was.
Ma, I got a Fraggle.
hmm So good, but not the number one Muppets, just so you're all aware. Me and Dave will probably be on the same page in that particular one. We're going to vote for the angry hecklers up in the
Waldorf and Statler.
yeah, that's
Who
us.
you're gonna. That's who you're gonna
Oh, yeah.
vote for.
You
100%.
know
Probably
that's
put
you and
those
me when-
together as a pair.
Yes, you should.
That's you and me when we're older, Allison. We're
Yeah,
gonna
100% it is. 100% it is.
I'll have
Yes,
to go look back.
We did.
I don't know. Did we do winner?
We did because you remember skeleton, luge. We absolutely high jump. I remember.
Okay,
we did
so
it.
we did events. So
According
I'll
to
have
Robin
look at
Williams, the
list.
2-man luge is like just get a fucking room already. So
Well, I'll look back at our Olympics
Okay.
lists because we did multiple. I just can't remember what all we
Yeah,
did.
me neither.
yeah, what about best winter Olympics ever? Well, I know we did that. You know why? Tanya Harding. That's why. I know we did it. And what about the 94 Olympics where the American team got screwed by the Russian judge in the gymnastics? Oh,
God.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember all of this. The shrimp. What?
I don't know.
She's talking about Muppets, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
oh. No, Snuffy's number one with the bullet. That's
No.
it. Snuffy.
I don't know.
Snuffy.
Animal.
I don't
Animal's
know.
pretty good. Now I'm more
I'm a
like
Miss
Animal.
Piggy fan, so
Red? Piggy was a bully. I don't know what Kermit saw in her.
No.
Yeah.
Let's get it straight. Piggy was assertive and domineering.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
So she was from
I
New
just
York.
liked it that way. That's all.
Beaker's great.
Beaker's great. Swedish Chef. Come on,
Gonzo.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is gonna be
Gonzo.
fabulous.
Let's
Gonzo
face
and
it.
Camilla. You should put them together.
So, just so we're clear.
Grover, Cookie Monster, Oscar, Bert and Ernie, the first gay couple in Puppet World.
Put them together.
Put them together. Bert and Ernie's a pair.
Yeah. But Muppets includes all of the Jim Henson based shows that had these style
Correct.
of puppets. They're all Muppets, so we're putting them all on there.
Correct. So Sesame Street, The Muppet Show, Fraggle Rock, they're all Muppets, right?
Right.
I agree with you, Bober. Think Lucy Liu in the movie Payback.
Oh yes. Yes, that's exactly what I mean, Bober. A dominatrix. Yes. What can I say?
Lucy Liu in Payback. If
Okay,
there
so
was
that's what's
ever
coming up.
if there was ever one of 4 women on this planet that had a chance with me, Lucy Liu.
You
is
keep
one of
changing
them.
those
He's
women.
Well-
got a big list.
Doesn't he?
No.
He's got a very
Lucy-
big list because I think those women keep changing.
No, Lucy Liu has always been one of them.
Okay.
Okay,
All you have to do
that
is
might
go
be on his list.
watch the end of Kill Bill and watch her and Uma dance in the garden with the samurai swords.
Okay.
All right. So I did think Dave was going to be on with us to talk about what they're doing this week, but they've kind of had the pattern going lately, and you know,
MPX it says Demo Diamond.
Diamond.
Demo Diamond. Okay,
Yep.
so
On
that's this
Wednesday.
week. I don't even.
Oh, Dave,
wanna
you
say it.
were not here. I do not keep adding women. Lucy Liu's always been on the list. Always. Always been on the list. And there's 7.5 billion people on this planet. If it's 6 instead of 4, get the fuck off me. Anyway, Dave said something earlier on the we said something earlier. You try to talk about Central Time. We don't do that here. Sir. So Dave and Amy, are you going to be on at 8 Eastern like normal? That's what I need to know. 8 Eastern. Because we don't do Central Time here.
So I will say that everything that we schedule is scheduled in Central Time. Just
You can
shows
go
up
ahead and
on
say
your
that,
computer,
and
Eastern.
you sit on a throne of lies, sir. I do not believe it.
But anyway, so that should be
100%.
a good show. Hopefully,
Okay.
and this is where I'm saying I don't even want to say it. They're getting power back.
That's right.
It's going to be back in plenty of time for them to have this show.
That's right.
He said 7. I love it.
That means 6
Ah.
Central to us, David.
Okay. Yeah, so they're gonna be on at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and go check them out on
please.
the Markout Moments channel because I do not play these reindeer games, Pondwater Dave. We only operate on Eastern Time on TNA Top 10. Regardless of what Terry just said, nobody believes him either.
We hope also, Dave.
Yeah, seriously, my sister told me that it's looking ugly in parts of Mississippi, and I just hope you and Tep are not part of that equation.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so many jokes based on that last sentence you said.
Oh shit! He said 6 Central. Let me back up. Join them
Yep.
at 7 Eastern.
7
6 Central.
Eastern.
7 Eastern, 6 Central.
Yeah, they are an hour earlier than we are
Yeah,
usually. Yeah. Okay.
usually
We got people all messed up.
depends on
before
how
we're on
depends
the air.
on how fashionably late Amy's going to be, wearing her white horseman hat, which is disgusting.
She
But I
loves her
hate
white
wrestling,
hat.
so I'm not
Shush,
even
you
going to
be
mention
quiet.
that. Anyway, still hate wrestling.
So good show. We got one more before we take a break. Football talk is for the most part over for a while. Baseball's about to pick up.
I would like to point out, Terry, we are one major sporting event away from baseball season. Just
Yes,
one.
we are.
Well, and
Because
we
nobody counts
also-
the Pro Bowl anymore because it's trash.
Well, we're also going to have postseason. We do talk about college basketball in the postseason, so that'll be
We do.
coming up. I don't know. That seems about it. If anybody goes to a banana ball game, we'll talk about that.
Fingers crossed I get those tickets.
Yeah, I'm still
Hey.
waiting.
Breeze Airlines, first class, less than $200 one way. We can make this happen.
And I'm going to say
Woohoo!
this very silently so others in the
Mhm.
house don't hear it. I will also be talking about some World Cup games that I'll
Yeah,
Nice.
that's right.
this summer. So
That's right. Can't tell him yet.
didn't want to say that too loud because he doesn't know yet.
Nope.
But
Yeah.
yes,
Now Amy's getting on Dave. She was 10 minutes early to their last show, and he was shocked. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody knows Amy's late. It's just a thing.
I'm
You got
gonna
fat-
wish
You got fat Amy on what's her name, the blonde that's funny as shit.
Fat
we got
Amy.
late.
Yeah.
We got
What?
late Amy here on Mark
Fat
Out
Amy from Pitch Perfect.
Yeah,
Oh.
and late
Our
Amy.
Amy is
It's
delayed
late
Amy. No, I was
we
gonna
got
say
late Amy.
About what's the guy's name? He's from New Orleans or whatever, and he was talking about there's a the guy that does the podcast. He's a comedian, and he's from a really weird guy from Louisiana. Somebody's got to know who I'm talking about.
That
Oh,
describes so
Diego
many people.
Pavia's mom's boyfriend.
Who's what? Whose mom?
Diego Pavia's mom. He was dating Diego Pavia's
Oh,
mom.
Theo.
Oh,
Theo.
Yeah.
So Theo, one day on his show, he was talking about some girl from high school, and they called her fat somebody, and I just can't remember it.
oh,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
No, what he said,
Yeah.
she was fat, but I loved every pound. Something like that. It was great. It was a wonderful audio.
Yeah, we don't body shame around here. We don't have a fat Amy. We have a late Amy. We shame her for tardiness.
Delayed Amy. I'm not calling her late Amy.
Oh, she's late because there's early Allison, and I mean like
that is true.
stupid early. Me and Terry are typically on fucking time, and then there's Amy, who we're all waiting for.
Oh, I get here an hour early.
Look what she said. She said working on being early Amy in 2026.
Failing at it too. But
You be
that's all right,
quiet.
honey. These
You be quiet. Leave her alone.
365 days a year, that gives you 365 chances to be on time.
You're the worst.
She knows I pick at her because I love her. If I didn't like her, I wouldn't talk to her.
That's
C. Daryl Stanley.
Alrighty, so this was a good show.
It was a good show. We got some good.
Then there's a Seattle Seahawks fan I can't stand, and then we've got some Patriots asshole I don't like either. So did I get everybody while we're here? Just thought I'd ask. I'm also a work in progress, Amy. The work is just going badly.
Except for the working out, because you're kicking all of our asses in that one.
Well, ouch. That wasn't to show off. That was to crack my back because I'm getting fucking old, and I hate it. I hate being old. Y'all told me about 40.
That's a work in progress for all of us, even if we don't want it to be.
I thought you're all bullshitting me about 40, Terry, and it turns out you were all right.
Told you.
I will not be watching the Super Bowl. Fucking A, I'm watching Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. We're watching the halftime show.
Dress and speak Spanish to offend all the homophobes and MAGA supporters, and I am fucking for it.
I'm all for everything Bad Bunny. Hell yeah.
Exactly. Plus, he's Puerto Rican, which makes him an American citizen, contrary to what fucking ICE says. Anywho, that's as much as we're going to say about that today.
Although they hate it. So.
Yeah.
Amy thought I was fired up about AEW wrestling earlier. She ain't seen shit yet.
All right. So we have several lists planned. Yes. I love it. There have been times we had to come up with it on Wednesday. Let me tell you, we're doing a lot better now.
We are.
A lot better. That was not a New Year's resolution either.
No.
We have help, and we thank you all for it.
We do. Serious help. But,
and Amy is correct. This year, she and I are waving goodbye to our 40s.
Because you're old people.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I got to eat something, and I got to go get my butt in the bed.
Same.
I'm working from home tomorrow because it's icy here, but I will be working.
You know what you don't do? You don't sell cards from home. We're expected to be in the office at 10 o'clock.
You better be careful, and if you're not, I'm going to come down there and beat the crap out of you.
I'm watching Netflix all day. That's what's going to happen because all my work is caught up. And I didn't even have a chance to help anybody buy a car Saturday. I was number 4. It was my turn to go 4th because we do a rotation.
Right.
And we sold 3 cars.
Okay.
All day long. I did nothing. So I'm up first
really
tomorrow.
Fun test drives this week.
Yeah.
I'm up first tomorrow, which is great. But they just canceled. They just canceled work for our Virginia stores, which is likely that that means they've got to work Tuesday through Saturday, no days off. I will not be excited about that proposition, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I've worked for the same company for 15 years. Things will never change. We don't close. It's fine.
Same.
We don't close.
All right. Top 10 movie soundtracks from 2000s. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thank you for voting. Let's see. Who all did we have in the chat? The ones I remember. Amy, Mike, George was here. He said at least one thing. maybe 2 or 3. I don't know. We had Dave through Mark Out Moments. We had Bober, if I didn't mention him. A couple of people that are usually here are not here, but this is an interesting weekend.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody's doing well. Stay safe, stay warm,
Yes,
and
please.
hopefully we'll see you soon. As
Love you guys.
always, love your people. Tell them you love them. Make it weird. See you next time, everybody.